So I will get into far infrared ray energy pretty soon and the saunas, but this is coming through now because this is important for what I feel the world needs to hear, and it's part of the book that I'm writing. And I'm excited to present this information now, and then relate it all to the spiritual purification that happens when you get into the relaxed sauna. See, Pythagoras was a spiritual master. He taught spirituality through mathematics. That was the art. Socrates said there's a purification of soul, again the word purification, that happens when you do mathematics. Now mathematics at the time was divided into 4 classes: figures in motion, figures at rest, numbers in motion, and numbers at rest. Now numbers in motion is called harmony or music. Who would have believed that music is an aspect of mathematics? Figures in motion is called stereometry, which is another name for astrology and astronomy. And figures at rest is called geometry, and numbers at rest is called numerology. So these are the 4 aspects of mathematics. The divine realities is the music of the spheres. When you go into the relaxed sauna, magic happens. Water cells are far infrared molecules. Human bodies are far infrared energies. When we find an energy that resonates at the same energy as us, it magnifies us. When we go into the relaxed sauna or any far infrared sauna or any infrared sauna in general, it generates an energy that resonates with the water cells in your body. It resonates with all the human cells in your body. And again, it's a connection. It connects you to that. It's a special kind of energy. The Relaxed Sauna Company, for example, it took them 10 years to figure out how to filter out the near infrared and the mid infrared and all the energies that are not far infrared that resonate with your cells in your body. Any infrared sauna is helpful and beneficial, but the percentage of far infrared ray, the more far infrared ray you can get into the sauna, the more effective it is. The Relaxed Sauna Company in Taiwan, I think around 1996, 7, 8, took them 10 years to figure out, from 10 years before, to discover a way to get that filtration system working through a semiconductor chip technology and generate about 98% pure far infrared ray energy. And when that energy hits you, it's magical. There's a book called The Fourth Phase of Water by Gerald Pollack. He has a video on YouTube, and he said accidentally in his laboratory, they found out that the fourth phase of water, I forget the name they called it, but it's a special kind of water that's on the border of water, on the boundary of it, and it's activated by light because they noticed that there was more of it when the lamp was shining on it. And then they did a lot of research and found out that infrared in particular, especially far infrared energy, resonates with the water stronger and has more of an effect. So when this energy, this is energy medicine. Oh, would someone like to get into the sauna right now? Go on in, and Enoch will put you in. And we do this at every talk I give, and people get to experience it, and you get to see secondhand the wow, the ahas, something's very special. You take off your shoes, please. Yeah. So at any rate, I'll continue. So the energy coming out of the far infrared sauna, or the relaxed sauna specifically, resonates with the water cells. So with this resonating of the water cells, okay, resonating, that means it's shaking, because according to Gerald Pollack in his book, there's an energy part of the cell, I believe it's called the mitochondria, that's especially receptive to the energy of the far infrared energy, and it energizes the cell. The mitochondria creates energy because the light is transformed to help the cell move, and you have the movement of the water cells. The movement or the pulsation of the water cells, you have water, 2 hydrogens and an oxygen. The oxygen is the vertex of the angle with the hydrogens on the other side. So that angle with the pulsation of the water molecule gets smaller.
Are you saying that the angle vibrates?
Yes, the whole water molecule vibrates, and that causes the angle to get smaller.
You mean it's vibrating across an average angle that's smaller? Normally it's about 105 degrees.
Right.
So you're saying that it's vibrating around a midpoint that's less than 105?
That's my understanding. I could be wrong, but all I know is that for some reason, the research says that the angle gets smaller, and I get a degree in mathematics. I don't know much about,
I know, but
yeah.
it's vibrating.
Yes, right, of course. And like when you test EMF, you know, in any kind of the electromagnetic frequencies, it's always going to fluctuate because it's a change. And so that's why when we discuss electromagnetic frequencies, we'll get into that same concept of it's changing up and down. But that's a very good point, you know, to point out.
So how is this related to mitochondria?
Well, the mitochondria creates ATP and nitric oxide. And the energy of the cell absorbs the far infrared light, and it causes the cell to create energy. And so all your cells are energized by the pulsating of all the water molecules. I like to use the...
Are you saying that it is improving the performance of the mitochondria?
Yes. Well, it's in a sense, yes, it is, because the mitochondria now create more ATP than they normally would.
It's almost like a catalyst.
Exactly. It catalyzes your whole body, and that's why when you were describing what the lamp did to you, the little 250-watt lamp, or the 200-watt lamp, that's the catalyzing of your cells, and like it's very magical, and that's why I say there's like a spiritual purification that happens, because it just doesn't cleanse you physically and physically, and it also activates the parasympathetic nervous system, which sort of tunes you in to the emotional and mental energies inside the body, because all the bodies, the mind and the emotions and the physical body are all interconnected. They're all, see, there is no space and time. Remember, we're taught that in physics. There is no space and time. There's only now. And the mental body or the mind is interwoven with the emotional body and the physical body, so they're all sort of half connected. You know, it's like it's all in time and space. All our bodies are connected, and we, as a soul, has, just like we go into a car, our bodies go into a car, we put clothes on, then we go into a car, and then the car we put it in a garage. It's like, you know, we wear these bodies. So the soul has a mind we take on an emotional body, and we take on a physical body. And it's the same analogy as us putting on clothes and then going into a car and then going into a garage. And these protect us, you know. And right now we live in a very, very, very polluted world. I like to say back in the 1960s, normal Finnish saunas were great. They cleansed and purified you. You sweated. Hippocrates said, and also so did Parmenides. You know, they're both attributed to having said this. Maybe they both did, maybe they didn't. These are ancient Greeks, yes. And what they said is that, find me a way to create sweat or fever, and I will cure disease. So take Hippocrates, put him in the United States of America, and get him on a street corner saying that, and he'll be put in jail, because the only thing you can cure legally in the United States, I think, is beef. Because you cannot cure things because it's against the law for some reason. But in reality, what we want to do is we want to root out the core belief that you believe that you're a slave to, that is affecting your body, that is affecting your behavior.